here. Return to the dead-end classic. Well, it's just like, there seems to be a sidewalk on every road. It's just switching back and forth between the left side and the right side. I know I do have a sidewalk to walk on. I usually choose to walk on the sidewalk side. But you make it complicated. You're like a giant flower looking petally thing, but green. Oh, looks like there's some good surf there. I'll check the beach real quick. And a payphone, no way. Let me check the beach real quick. It's only 100 meters. Place for sale. What car is that? Toyota something? Could go back and look at the back, but I was not paying attention. Oh, it's a nice park. Nice. Surf Life Saving Club. Oh, that sounds like a nice club. Life Saving Club. What's it called to be? Toyota 86. Soft sand, soft sand, soft sand, soft sand. Oh, we got nice chairs here. I'm totally gonna utilize that. Nice. Welcome to paradise. Nice place. I should find a place to camp out, like over there, kind of thing, or something. Just really long, so it doesn't look too developed over there. Several $million homes. Free place where you could, in theory, camp. Oh, there's a good surf here. Okay, well that broke a little uneven. Oh, there's a guy surfing out there. You see it? Where is he? Where'd he go? There he is. Wow, that's some smooth camera operations. Let me just sit down for a moment, have a drink of water, rehydrate, and then we'll keep it going. Ah, yeah. This is the life. Is this a real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. So it's got some force to them. Any barbecues near there? I'm sure all these houses have a barbecue. See if I can spot any. I think I see one there. On that first little house there. He's going for a wave. He's going for a wave. I can't see where. Oh, there he is. Sick. Nice. A lot of public pools and parks and barbecues. I don't see any public use barbecues here. May get some more water as well. I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy. So shit, I don't know, you caught a nice wave. Looks like he's done for now. He or she. For a swim? I won't be going for a swim here. Alright, let's carry on. Let's see where I'm at. Okay. You go here. For a moment. Up here. Look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy. Alright, quick map. Look, see, and I'll head out. Where we at? Yeah, okay. So we kind of cut away from the proper coastline here. We'll start heading in towards the A49, which is just over a kilometer that way. few wedding photography sessions here. It's a beautiful spot. Beautiful spot. Anyway, let's roll. Good night, LD Cougar. Have a good one. And Mo Dongers with the 2-month Twitch Prime resub. I think for the 2 months. Mo Dongers. Alright, let's say goodbye to this beach real quick. See a beach. Heading a little bit inland to the more major road, so I'll be losing the inland that way. She needs to do a shoe while he's here. That just sounds horrible. Ugh. It's a shoe. You pour your drink into your shoe and you drink it out of your shoe. Gross. Oh, fresh drinking water. I was just saying how I need some more water. Yeah, that is perfect. Thank you, Australia. Let's just go down here for a moment. Okay, but don't fall over. Okay, but yeah, don't fall over. Okay. For water bottle, okay? Look how happy she looks about the water situation. Wait, where is that? Is that a pool or is that attached to the ocean somewhere? Anyway. I got fresh water, guys. I'm so prepared. Wonder if this place has a toilet. I have to pee. Had a few coffees. I think that looks like one up here. It's a beach pool. Is it fresh or salt water? A few people out here. They're just hanging out on the beach. Oh, they're all up there. It's like a cafe up there. Oh, that's cool. Oh, probably some really nice view. Oh well, I just ate and had a coffee anyway. I don't need my third coffee of the day. Maybe I do.
they got some like information about stuff they got here. Neptune's necklace. That's kind of cool. Neptune's necklace is a brown algae that flourishes in rock pools and on horizontal intertidal rock surfaces. Oh. Zebra trochids? Trochids? Can I say that? Sea urchins? I stepped on some of those in Vietnam. Sea anemones. That's fun to say. Octopuses. I was going to say about octopuses. Octopuses are highly intelligent out through the tubular siphon above the head. This water jet can propel the animal quickly backwards. Octopuses have 8 sucker-bearing arms and feet on crabs, species of elves and snails. Oh. Dang it, internet. I was talking about octopi. What are the chances? Oh my god.
He said, I met Canadian and he is a professional
Professional
hitchhiker.
Yes, that's me. That's me.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I can't believe you met him. Sorry. Navigating. What? Everyone's looking at me funny. Do you guys usually pick up everyone you see, or?
Unless they look all fucking crazy.
Yeah, you didn't think I looked crazy?
I wouldn't pick me up.
So yeah, what made you decide to pick me up?
Didn't look crazy.
Didn't look crazy. That's the justification. All right. I try to make myself look fairly clean and presentable when I hitchhike. Hey, you're the guy from yesterday. What's your screen name? 446. A burrito? It was a stream sniper yesterday. Corey Boy 6. You some kind of bum or something? What's with the bananas? Hey, Lori Stoddard. Yeah, you're there daily. That's a fun type of stream sniper. I don't mind that. That's pretty fun. I got a burrito out of it and a
Yeah?
There's a worm out, there's a slug out there, they call it a butt slug. And I've seen it happen to people. They climb up your ass and then fucking eat your fecal matter, and then it'll grow real big, so you can't get it out.
Oh.
Cut you open and pull that thing out of you.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of horrible things out there. Don't sleep on the ground.
It's been broadcasting for 33 minutes in this one.
He's a very nice face.
Nice face!
Fantastic face.
Fantastic face!
世界中飛び回ってんのすげえわあいつすげえわこんにちはヒッチチャットOh, thank you Thank you, hi Thank you
Yes! That was the best time to join us.
Nice guy って言われてねアニメーションまで
It's our friend! Oh! It's our friend! Hey! I thought you would leave earlier. I slept in. I slept in.
Yeah, problem. Sorry, problem.
Problem?
Yeah,
It's good?
Quiet, okay.
Is it good?
Yeah, drive holding. You see you.
Hold it. 1 minute. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. Whereabouts you headed to? Oh. Sorry, I'm not interested. Okay, that's a first. Okay, that's a first. He might have had his dick in his hand. He might have had his dick in his hand. 900 rides, I've never had someone do that. He's like, how's it going, buddy? His hand right there. I'm like, I didn't notice it until I'm like, yeah, how's it going? I'm like, oh, never mind, I'm not interested. This is what you guys tell me to do every single day in the Netherlands. Oh, you're in Netherlands. You gonna smoke weed? Are you gonna do the weed? Trevor, Hitch, are you participating in the coffee shop stuff? You gonna smoke weed? Trevor, you gonna smoke weed? You're in the Netherlands. Are you gonna smoke weed? Yeah, I'm smoke weed. Would you like to smoke weed? Are you gonna smoke weed? All day, every day.
Thought I cannot see the result.
Oh, well, look. Now, I claim.
Just 15 minutes or so.
Right. Well, I claim, here we are. We're going to have to get Tim to adjudicate. So, if I'm not mistaken, you went around here, around there, down to here, and then up and along.
Yeah.
See, I went...
that was the way I was going to plan to take.
Yeah.
But I was like, am I allowed to do that? But I hit the checkpoints.
You did, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I would say that's quite a slow. Yeah.
Actually.
Anyway, but you've beat.
Alright, should be back. Cool. Also took the opportunity to switch back to Telstra. I have problems with Telstra in the cities, but it seems to be a lot stronger once we get out of town a little bit more. This one looks fuzzy. Did I not center it on the lens? Oh, it should be centered. Anyway. Anything else cool? Octopuses are the ones that, to me, are the coolest on here. For up, you gotta go. Hope you have a good one. Crabs are tasty. Crabs that live on the rocky shores feed on the hard rock substratum. Well, I don't know what that word means. For this reason, they are opportunistic scavengers and will eat just about anything that is decomposing. Alright. Some crabs will eat small snails and limpets. Crushing crabs have very strong plier-like claws to break apart the animal they are feeding on. Crabs also use their claws to carry food to their mouth. Crabs are extremely sensitive to movement in their surroundings. Driving school. Nice. Whoa, look at these trees. They are thick. But like the actual like tree, like the hard part of the tree isn't that thick. It's just like this bushy outer layer. Like you can see a bit of it there, you know? It's fairly normal tree width. It's just hairy. Just hairy. I'm a what? Jeez. Extra squeaky. This, like, sometimes I don't even do anything, and I just put on the backpack one time, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna be extra squeaky. Poultry with the 2-month resub. Thanks for the 2 months, poultry. I fired from New Gear like 1,000 kilometers. Can I go this way? Let's go back this way. Wait, no, this is the road. Yeah, just follow this road. Follow this one. This is the A49. Right. You ready for New Gear? Are you excited about it? I'm very excited about it. Stream should look a lot better. And should hold up better in those places that are touch and go. Still, there's places with 0 signal, so you'll still lose signal. All 4 network connections, but 4 times 0 is still 0. Last time I checked. But those places where it's just a little bit touch and go. Should be able to hold it together. How miles do you think you've walked in your travels? Not a lot, but I don't log it. And if I do have a long walk out to do or something like that, I generally don't look at the distance because it makes me sad. If you're like, oh man, I got a 10K walk. Well, actually for the stream I quite often do that. But generally it's easier for me mentally to just be like, I gotta walk really far that way, so I'm just gonna start walking that way. How do you afford to travel so much? I sleep in a tent and I hitchhike. That's how I afford to travel so much. Goes your transportation costs and your accommodation costs. Oh, I sadly distracted you, so it's all good. Well, you know, if you're not feeling especially like energetic, and you're like, now I gotta walk for a couple hours, with a backpack on, it can be demotivating. Are you trying to get a lift now? It's a local road. Well, this will just be local traffic. I want to get back out onto a road where you'll have through traffic actually going somewhere. Gratio. Sup, how's it going? Gratio. There's several ways you could say that. But you're walking in Australia. That's much cooler than regular walking. But you can't regular walk in Australia. Just the act of walking in Australia makes it not regular. You're cooking a meat pie, Sarah J. Hoddit. Type of meat pie. Just anonymous meat. If it is, I can respect that. This is a nice road. In time for beer clock, like I could totally go for a beer. I haven't been drinking very much beer lately. Well, with Max we were having a few beers. But yesterday I had one, the day before that I had nil. Past lunchtime good for a beer? I'm with you there. But no, I gotta get some miles down. Maybe when we stop for dinner. Once we start losing the sun. I do wish we had a couple hours of that more daylight rather than setting at like 5 p.m. Tried Vegemite yet? No. If I find some, I'm sure I'll have it. Third day back in your bag when you're staying in a location. The top lid of this Osprey Aether 60-liter backpack, like top lid that folds over the top kind of there, that unclips and turns into its own day backpack. Wild Ruse yet? Yeah, I've seen a few. All in one area. Near Potato Point. Gotta try Vegemite. I'd like to, I just like haven't been in a situation where Vegemite was like being offered, and I don't want to just like buy a thing of Vegemite. Any Bogan fights have you seen? No, I haven't seen any fights yet. Little packs like the sauce you get for your pies. Oh, okay. So, what actually is Vegemite? Like, what is it? What is it made from? Thank you, Gracie Lacey. Yeast extract. Okay. Tasty. Hitchhike a plane to get to Australia? Nope. I have hitchhiked airplanes. 5 airplanes. But nothing international. It's a cool stream. What's this redfish? Are these danger berries? See like bright red berries in the wild, I'm like, that's probably dangerous. You hitchhike an airplane? Exclamation point plane shows you how to hitchhike one, but the gist of it is you go to a small airport. Doesn't have many commercial flights, mostly general aviation, people that own their own airplanes, and maybe a few charter flights going on. Is it like extra blurry back there? The foreground looks okay, but the background looks... Is it normally like that? Maybe it's not? I don't know. Why is it doing that? Oh, now it's better. It's just a little bit off center. The foreground looked okay with that. I think it looks better now. Yeah. That was on purpose, guys. It's the bokeh? Bokeh? What's that effect for like taking a picture of someone where it like blurs the background? Yeah. That's what we were doing. It's on purpose. It's just, it's an artistic choice. Alright? Get out of here. Where do you hitch from an airport? The road or the building itself? The building itself. They still, a lot of them still usually have like a terminal building, an office or something. And you can catch a lot of people heading in there before they actually go out to the plane. Or hitchhiker and photographer. Well, yeah, like my business card. Well, I don't have any business cards now. When I have business cards, my business cards say professional hitchhiker. Maybe I should get down to it. I'm a professional, like, streamer, podcaster, filmmaker. My content just happens to be hitchhiking. Shouldn't eat berries that you don't know what they are. I know, I am of the same opinion. As a fruitarian, I might have one, but I don't advise it. Wait, but do you know those berries? Do you know the berries there? Even if you're a fruitarian, I'm guessing that means you only eat fruit? Nothing else but fruit? No vegetables either. Could you identify those? But still, if you can't recognize them, you shouldn't eat them. Should we sponsor it and document it? Yeah, a lot of people are like, you should get this sponsorship, you should get this sponsorship. That sounds wonderful. It's much easier said than done. When the F is he hitching? When he finds an appropriate spot to hitchhike? I can tell you're very anxious about this. Take a sponge of the dictator where you go. Where you get there? No, I don't know why they'd want to do that. Unless they're just like, as part of the sponsorship, we want you to hitchhike here for some kind of event or something. Sure, that can actually be fun. But the sponsorship, like, every day is dictated by what we want you to do, then no, I lost my freedom and I don't want to do that. I think maybe the top of this hill, we connect up with the A road. Yeah, here we go. There's a sign for it. So we go right, 849 north towards the entrance. That's where we're going. The entrance. Cool place. They're probably hitching, so I was the freedom to decide where I was going to go. Yeah. A big part of my enjoyment was the freedom of it. And if it became like a regimented thing where I had to do exactly this day, go here this day, lose the charm. This is a good incline. Feels good, man. List of country wind travels for safety? No, I don't make a list of that, but if somewhere is an active war zone, situation of great instability. What's running through those trees there? Oh. Hello. Jeez. Here we go. Roundabout. Keep left. Screw you, sign, I'm going right. How's it going, bud? How's the hike? Hike's going good. Happy days. I should cross at some point here. Finish up this roundabout. Travel a bit slow. It's 2 lanes though. Not too much. How you doing?
You all loaded up?
All loaded up.
Not too bad.
I can't tell if there's a lay-by over there. Oh, that's not good enough. Anyway, somewhere along here we'll find a spot to hitchhike. Loaded up. I'm just gonna cross here. Oh, where'd they disappear to? There's a group of them, now they're gone. Wow. One day there'll be a break in traffic. Alright, this isn't a good spot to hitchhike. No shoulder. Yellow line. Speech to yoga through town? Yeah, I did. Stopped at the main kind of CBD of town and then walked out of town a bit, stopped at another beach section. And now I'm going to try and hitch a ride whenever I find a spot that looks appropriate for hitchhiking. Are we going to ride a place to stay from someone you met while walking yet? Happens semi-frequently that people just see me. I look like a hitchhiker because of the cardboard coming out of my backpack. They're like, you hitchhiking? I'm like, yeah. They're like, are you heading this way? I'm like, yeah. They're like, I'm heading this way. Do you want to ride? I'm like, yeah. And there you go. Got a hotel room with some traveling engineers who found me walking, ended up at one of their birthday parties. Sounds like a good time. Alright, what we got up here? Is this like a left turn lane? Also a bus stop, I think. Kind of in the shade. I'll stop somewhere and just look at what this road looks like. Just taking my cardboard for a walk. No, I'm not hitchhiking. Just like walking with cardboard. The random vending machine smells nowhere. Me too. Me too. Just want to see if there's any good laybys. Like I could potentially use this. It's more for buses, but they can kind of exit there and flag me in. But this style of road's kind of annoying. Where it's 2 lanes and no shoulder, and it just keeps going forever. There's lots of places where they're kind of like secondary roads look exactly like this. And they're like pretty much going through another town. It's like residential, then more residential, then more residential. Busy doesn't mean good for a ride. I prefer this to be 1 lane, single track, and then somewhere that I can safely pull over. Oh, that looks perfect. Next roundabout. Looks tasty. Still 2 lanes. Is it about to go down to 1 lane? I can't tell. Pretty sure. Yeah, it merges down in 1 lane there. Nice little lay-by. How far is that? Not that bad. Should get a ride, hopefully to at least the entrance. Continue up that road. Alright. That's the plan. A big rig trucker to hook up with. Like Cap Cry. People always are trying to find me like a girlfriend or boyfriend or for the night. Probably know that go everywhere. Most truckies won't really pick up people anymore. Most trucking companies have banned their drivers from picking up anyone, including hitchhikers. Falling insurance liability. I talked to like an insurance, he wasn't an insurance adjuster, but he worked in something in insurance, kind of higher up. And he was saying it wasn't necessarily insurance liability, like straight up to the company. It was more if the trucking company adopts certain policies, then the insurance company considers like there's less risk that company is taking, so they'll give them lower insurance rates because they've adopted certain rules and policies. So in quite a few places in North America and stuff, the trucks have like the little like sonar thing, and if you drive too close behind a vehicle, then it beeps at you, and if you get like 3 beeps in a certain amount of time, then they'll send like a message to your headquarters being like, this person keeps tailgating people. They also have these things that beep at you if you drive onto the shoulder, like if it senses that you're driving over the white line onto the shoulder, it'll just like burp at you. So apparently having certain things loaded into your truck and certain policies in place lower your insurance rate, and one of those is don't pick up hitchhikers. Trucking else truck that may be different? Yeah. But there's a whole lot less owner-operators than there are company drivers. Times have changed. From what I've heard of from people that used to hitchhike back in the day, like your main means of transportation was getting rides with truck drivers. But, like, for them, they're driving a long distance, and there's not that much forms of entertainment. Now with the internet and cellular reception everywhere, like, they'll be listening to audiobooks, podcasts, whatever. When they stop, they can watch films or whatever. They'll be on the phone chatting with family all day long, like with a headset on, so they're not distracted. Although I did ride with one truck driver that was playing a TV show on his phone that he put up in the center console. So he's watching a TV show while driving a truck, which just doesn't seem like a good idea. Are you liking the X-Bed down mat? I broke it by tobogganing down a hill in Luxembourg. It was really nice. It's the favorite sleeping pad I've had so far. Right now I have a Thermarest Pro Light Plus, which is nice. It doesn't require much air to inflate, but with the down mat, if I had the schnozzle bag, I could inflate that with one schnoz. With one schnoz full of air, I could inflate the X-Bed down mat. That was nice. It packed down smaller than this one. It was thicker, it was more comfortable, and it had better insulation, so I could sleep right on top of snow and not feel any ground heat loss. Trucks don't pick up unless they're like private companies. Well, can never talk in absolutes because I've definitely been picked up by company drivers that probably weren't supposed to be picking me up. And I've also been picked up by owner-operators and small trucking companies and stuff like that. I've been picked up by many trucks. It's just compared to the number of personal cars I've been picked up in, it's a relatively small percentage. Did you go live as going down the hill on toboggan? Did I stream it, you mean? Yeah. It didn't toboggan well. There wasn't very much snow. It was very like, I don't know. Just didn't go very well. Look at the X-Bed if it's good for winter. Yeah, the X-Bed down mat, I forget what the R value is, but it's fine for sleeping right on top of snow. Look up the schnozzle thing, pretty neat gizmo. Yeah, it's super simple, but super valuable. Because the X-Bed down mat comes with its own little hand pump thing, but like I gotta tell you, it's the most useless thing ever. Absolute garbage. Sponsor me, X-Bed. Yeah, it's junk. Well, like, they have the schnozzles made by the same company. Why don't you just include them? But they do sell them for like $50 or some crap like that, so just another way to make money. And I lose my sidewalk here? Or does this connect back up at the roundabout? Let me see. Technology makes my life a whole lot easier. Yeah, this connects back down, we're fine. You can't get picked up while you resort to public transportation. If I find a spot that I think is appropriate for hitchhiking, I've always been picked up. I don't think I've ever had to give up on the spot. I have chosen to after a while, and I get bored and I want to try something different, but usually once I pick a spot, like I'm there until I get picked up. What is it, like spot getting out of Barcelona, I switched and found a better spot and got picked up quickly. But yeah, I'll take public transportation around the city, so if I'm trying to like hitchhike out of somewhere close to the city center, I'm like, this ain't working, I can get to the edge of town, it's like 12 kilometers away. It would be my choice whether I want to walk that or if I want to pay a couple bucks and take public transportation out there. Australia only hitched United States highways are great for catching rides. Out in the US? Yeah, I've gone through all 50 US states now. US is good for hitchhiking. There's a few states where they've like banned it. You can still hitchhike through there, but for filming it and broadcasting it, kind of have to be cognizant of that. Nevada, Idaho, Delaware, New Jersey, and most of Hawaii, which is the surprising one. But yeah, the interstates and the on-ramps stuff are good. Australia's really good as well. Faster hitchhiking, I think, than the US. As far as wait times. Although if you get a little central out to the outback and stuff, you'll get less traffic. And I had some short wait times, but I had some longer ones. But nothing too bad. Nothing more than a few hours. Electric scooter. Electric scooter is very heavy. Yet can afford the data bill on your phone. Was there a first part that I was missing? Did you have a first part of that message? It started with yet, so I was like... Give me that roundabout so I can hitchhike after it. Trying to save you from walking, but like I'm not always on good spots that are good for riding an electric scooter, so you're walking through the bush and now you gotta lug around an electric scooter. Also the batteries on those are probably too large to carry onto airplanes with you. Favorite portable food? Probably just nut mixes. But yeah, moments like this, you know, some kind of scooter or packable bike would be nice, but for all the times that I wouldn't be riding one of those, carrying that would suck. Hey Harley, it's a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day here. East coast of Australia. Be hitchhiking again soon. We've got one ride today. It was a nice one. Got me up to a nice coastal highway, which was nice. Rather than sticking to the M1, A1, it's a little bit more inland. You'll see a little bit less We're gonna get less miles this way in a day and just stick to roads like this and do more walking to find appropriate places. But it's pretty nice. Use a skateboard and a sail. Actually, right now I got a tailwind, so it would be pushing me that way. I've heard about people doing that with like a bike or something like that. I think the dangerous thing is, like, say you're riding in the shoulder of a road and you've got a wind and it's pulling you along. When a big truck goes by, they create this big area of turbulence. You just get sucked right into traffic. Hopefully this stays right next to the road. This turns into a road. Should be fine. Absolutely hate the noisy traffic. You're gonna hate this stream then. Hitchhiking, you hang out next to traffic all day. Hold up. This leaves the road a bit. Shade, I'm kind of warm. I don't think there's a sidewalk on here. Cross the road and then cross back over a bit. Okay, always take the local route. Just goes a little triangle rather than being direct. The windows down here, sky seems beautiful every time I check in. Yeah, I think the climate here in the winter is just really nice for being outdoors and doing stuff. Like, you can manage your temperature really well. This should, road up here should lead up to the roundabout. Just past the roundabout is my nice little spot to hitchhike. Planning to pull over. Things are merging from 2 lanes to 1 lane, so. Like 5-kilometer walk from where I live to Sydney, really sort of what I do for food. On the route you'd walk, you might not get too far away from civilization, so you can kind of not carry too much and resupply as you go. It depends on the route. Man and Chicken with the 3-month resub. Thank you for the 3 months. Hitch. Want to go on a road trip or hitchhike somewhere soon? Be looking for work that will allow me to travel and still work. See what happens. Let me know if you figure something out. You'd go on a trip. Give me a trip review. Thanks for the 3 months. Man and Chicken. Gets you from a bus to a car. On the sub-icon that is. Thank you. No. Here's a roundabout. Real quick. Bits before sub? Let me check. Yes. Escain Dub H. Escain. Thanks for the 100 bits. Appreciate the 100 bits, Escain. No, I did miss that. Missed that one. Hitchhiking straight fronting place to catch a ride from? Yes, it really is. Especially out of cities. A lot of small places, like, there's nothing submitted, and it makes sense. Usually it's pretty simple from small town to small town. Get to the end of town, find a little pullout, stand there, hitch a ride to the next town, rinse and repeat. Here we go. Central Coast Highway, A49, the entrance. Oh, look at that little lay-by up there. Oh, she's a cutie. Do you get caught up telling your stories of adventures when you're back home with family? I don't do too much unless they ask me about it, like streaming it. I'm always talking about like what I'm doing. When I go home, I really want to know what they're doing. If they ask, I'll tell them. A little bit further. We're right here. I'll show you what we got here. So much room to pull over. So much room. Oh, I got wood-fired pizza here if I do get hungry as well. Line of sight. We're right after a roundabout, so they're going slow. They're accelerating. What's the speed limit here? I don't see a sign. 70. But they're not going anywhere near that by this point. Good spot to hitchhike. Like you can't tell just by the spot how long it's going to take, but everything I'm seeing makes me think I won't wait too long. Alright, I'll use the north sign, which is super generic, general, probably unnecessary. Someone stops, guess I'll say I'm heading to the entrance, Newcastle that way. Oh! You want to change batteries too. Oh, you're fully charged, you're probably going to sound bad. Drink of water, then we'll get out of here. Talking to your battery? Talking to the phone, I guess, and the battery, yeah. group of cars coming. I got lucky in the US. I met a truck driver and he gave me his phone number that I could use at Flying J and Pilot service areas for free showers. So if you fuel up enough, then they get free shower vouchers. Shower only $3. Yeah, I've done that sometimes if I'm getting pretty ripe. Like, I just need a little bit of extra cleanliness. I just do the wet wipe method. Just wipe yourself down, you'll be fine. I like kind of hitchhiking on these roads. Like, you're not dealing with highway on-ramps and stuff. It's literally just you go through a town and you're on the road that everyone's going on. So you get all traffic, not just traffic that's entering the highway line. You get everything. Now everyone's heading the right direction, but you'll get some local traffic. A lot of these people are in this area because this whole area has like residential stuff, the whole coast, because it's a nice place. So where if I was on the M1A1, there's a good chance anyone that picked me up on an on-ramp would be going somewhere a decent distance. In the back seat. Newcastle.
Problem.
So you're getting frustrated, so I was like, gotta pull over. I was in the wrong line.
Right, yeah, let's switch from here. Right. Well, thank you so much for grabbing me.
No, that's alright.
You live up Newcastle way? Or?
I do,
Yeah.
I do. Just finished work for the day.
Oh, yeah. What type of work you doing?
I have two jobs. I work with a disabled child, and I just finished with him.
Yeah.
Swimming with him this morning.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of driving?
A lot, yes. Yeah. But I love the kids, so I mean. What do you do?
I film hitchhiking now. I've done it in 24 countries. And
beautiful. That's really cool.
Now I'm heading to Brisbane, then I gotta go back to Canada for sister's wedding, then on to the next place.
Sure. That's awesome.
Yeah, no problem. Do you usually pick people up if you see them, or
no?
It's a case by case.
Yeah, no. I could see you getting frustrated. You looked pretty chill, so I was like, you know what? I'll pull over.
Well, I certainly appreciate it. It's a kind thing to pick up a stranger.
Yeah. I mean, usually they don't look as normal as you do around this area, so.
Take it. I'll take the compliment. So that was the line of thought. I look normal. And,
pretty much, yeah. You looked
okay.
chill. You looked like you were actually getting mad that like people weren't pulling over, and I was like,
oh, did I?
Actually needs to go somewhere. I'm gonna pick him up.
I try to not look mad.
It's not like you didn't look mad, but I could see that you were just like, someone pull over, please.
I think I'd only been there like 10 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
I've been doing pretty good. Because I got dropped off in Torrigal. Is that Torrigal?
Terrigal, yeah.
Terrigal. And then I like walked along the coast, which was nice, and I walked quite a bit to get to that spot.
Yeah.
This whole East Coast has been gorgeous. I started in Melbourne and then took the coast road up, and
I love Melbourne. It's nice.
Yeah, it's been nice. Oh. And have you ever hitchhiked? Stuck your time out there?
If you count on a night where I can't get a lift home and I've had a few beverages.
That totally counts.
I have done that, yes.
Yeah. It's always worked out for you?
It did one time.
Okay.
But it was a very interesting ride home. I think I would have preferred to walk home.
Yeah? Okay.
I got picked up by a stripper who had just finished her shift.
A stripper?
Yeah.
Interesting.
She wasn't a stripper, okay?
Okay.
She was very adamant that she wasn't a stripper. She just gets her tits out for money. But she wasn't a stripper. So we were
she just didn't like the title of a stripper?
Yeah, I don't know. She was really open about what she did, but she's like, I'm not a stripper. And we're like, okay.
Did she have a title for what she was? Like, did she call herself anything? And she's just like, I just get my tits out for money?
Yeah. She was telling us what she did. She was one of those girls that, you know, when the guys have the bachelor parties and she goes and serves them drinks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, she was one of those girls, and she told us her whole story. But like the moral of it was just like, I'm not a stripper. Like, I don't care if you're a stripper. She come home and she's like, yeah, I just made 15 grand tonight, and I was just like,
15 grand?
Good on you, babe. Yeah.
I would do that for 15 grand. Like,
yeah.
Everyone's got the price, I guess.
Yeah. Things people pay money for, hey?
I don't think anyone would pay me 15 grand though.
No.
Yeah.
Apparently she had a big phone. I was like, well, good on you. I don't think I could do what you do, but I'm proud of you, babe.
Yeah. So are you from Newcastle? Is that your whole life? Or?
I'm originally from the Central Coast, but like a lot further than here.
Yeah.
Like the North Central Coast. And I've just moved up to Newcastle. That's where I've started working. My partner's that way. So
yeah.
Thought I'd move. Well, we live together now, so that's nice. It's better than travelling.
Yeah.
Like half an hour to an hour to see him every day.
It makes sense. I wouldn't like to do that commute.
It wasn't worth it, especially when I've got to do this for work anyway. So I was travelling so far one way and then going so far back the other way, and I was like, let's just, you know.
And do you like Newcastle?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. It's nice to get away from the Central Coast. Just because of where I was, it's in an area where to get anywhere you've got to travel at least half an hour.
Yeah.
So like, you know, to do a decent shop, you would have to travel like 45 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, moving to Newcastle, everything's nice and close. I literally walked to my other job, which is just at Charlestown Square, so it's just at the shopping centre.
Okay.
And I live like 5 minutes from there, not even.
Easy.
Like a walking distance.
Yeah, that's convenient.
It's really nice and easy.
And is it like a proper city, like a few 100,000 people, or is it fairly small?
Yeah, no. You get to Newcastle and it's a lot more like a city than it is around the Central Coast.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
And then after Newcastle, does it get pretty like small towny until like, I don't know, Gold Coast? Or is there a few hot spots there?
Yeah, kind of. You've got your few kind of, there's like Maitland, and they're not big areas.
Yeah.
They're not
just like
small
coastal
town
town things, yeah.
because the whole coastline's quite nice, right? So
It's beautiful. It really is.
I'm looking forward to going up that way. Like, you could probably do like Sydney to Brisbane in a day or two, but I'd like to take a little bit more time so I can stop at a few places along the way and enjoy myself.
Yeah, definitely.
Just like people telling me you could hitchhike Melbourne to Sydney in a day if you took the inland highway rather than the coast, and you push it through the day. But like, yeah, you're getting from A to B, but I like the process of hitchhiking and like the places you go and the people you meet along the way.
Exactly, yeah.
And you miss out on that if you're just going for distance.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a difference between going A to B and, you know, making memories and stuff.
For sure. And that's what drew me into hitchhiking. Is it started as a way to get from A to B, where in Canada, where I'm from, transportation options kind of suck. So I started hitchhiking as a means to get around, and then discovered I actually liked the process. So I started doing it more and more, and then further and further, and I've done it in 32 in total, 32 countries in total.
That's
24
incredible.
filmed. Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. I hate this one now. As much travelling as I would like to have done.
Where have you traveled to?
I have been to Hong Kong, Beijing.
Oh,
Just
cool.
did those in one back when I was younger with the family.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only real overseas travel I've done. I went to the Great Wall. That was pretty cool.
Yep.
But yeah, I would like to, once I start saving up a bit more,
Where would you like to go?
I would love to go to Canada.
Oh yeah.
Canada and Japan are my two top travel destinations.
That's good choices. Before Australia, well, I was in Fiji for a week, but before Fiji, I was in Japan for 2 months.
Yeah.
Hitchhiked from southern Japan up to northern Hokkaido, northern Japan, and then back to Tokyo, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Very common question I get is, what's your favorite country you've hitchhiked through? And the answer is Japan.
Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's-
I really want to go.
It's an awesome place. And I really liked hitchhiking from small town to small town in Japan. The cities are crazy, and it's like
It'd be
there's
such
so
a
much stuff to
different
do.
change of scenery,
It is,
wouldn't
so
it? Yeah.
yeah. The small towns are very different from the cities.
I think it's full of a lot more culture, and that's actually dumb. Cities are like crazy, just business people.
Crazy
Small
business people, but
towns,
like there's so many different districts in the city, and they have different feels and stuff. You can find anything you want in the city. If you want culture, you can find culture. If you want the dirty nightlife, you can find the dirty nightlife.
Yeah, I had a friend tell me all about that. He went to Japan, and I heard all those stories.
Yeah, so you can literally find whatever you want if you know where to go.
Yeah.
Where in the small towns you'll definitely get the culture and stuff, but you won't find the dirty nightlife or anything like that. So it depends what you're going there for.
Yeah.
But I've just found the people very kind. They're very curious what I was doing there, where I'm from. I'm clearly not from Japan, so me hitchhiking there is a bit of an obscurity to them.
Yeah, definitely.
So
I can't imagine hitchhiking would be that big of a
it's
deal.
not a super popular thing. The
They
northern
do have
island.
all that transport as
Yeah,
well.
their public transport is really good. In the northern island of Hokkaido, it's more common there, and there's actually a TV show about hitchhiking around Hokkaido made. I don't know if they still make it. I forget what it's called, but a few people told me about it.
Yeah.
So there's like a history of it there at least.
That's really cool.
So it was really good for hitchhiking. But everywhere was fine for hitchhiking in Japan. It was a good time.
That's awesome.
And then Canada's beautiful as well. You said you wanted to go to Canada. Is there anywhere in particular that you know of?
I'd like to visit Vancouver.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's close to where I'm from.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm from Vancouver Island, right next door.
Nice.
It's a beautiful place. That whole area is, if you like the outdoor, the nature stuff, then you'll find anything there.
Yeah, I know a girl, she ended up with one of my friends from Australia, and they moved back to Canada, and she was from Vancouver. She had like a YouTube channel, and I just ended up watching all of her stuff, and I was like, damn, that looks beautiful.
What type of stuff did she put on her YouTube channel?
She did heaps of beauty stuff, and then sometimes she'd just do random videos of where she went, and
Okay.
her and her boyfriend, things that they went and did.
Okay.
It's kind of like me. catching up with them kind of thing.
Yeah, very cool. Would you ever make like videos if you started traveling? Would you like make videos of where you're going and what you see and what you do?
I would probably like make videos, not like to show anyone, but it would probably just
For
be
your
like
memories?
a more personal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just like doing stuff like that anyway.
Okay.
I mean, unless I got up to something really interesting, it was worth showing other people, maybe.
So what type of things are you interested into in your spare time?
I'm pretty boring, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, music's probably the main interest I have.
Oh, I don't think music is boring, is it?
True, it's not boring. It's really not.
Yeah. Yeah, playing music or more consuming music?
I used to do a lot of, I used to be a vocalist in a band.
Oh, yeah?
I used to do a lot more singing. But now I just like to, now that I'm in Newcastle, there's a lot more shows that I like to go to. And so I get the chance to go to them more. So I've just been doing that a lot more than I used to, which has been cool.
What type of music, when you were in bands and stuff like that, was there a genre or did you kind of...
Yeah, I kind of do like more pop punk kind of stuff. And
Okay,
then,
cool.
Like acoustic
Acoustic,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
What made you decide to play less yourself?
With the band that I was in, it just started to get, their views were a lot different to what my views were. Like I wanted to, you would think in a band you would just want to play as many shows as possible and have fun. They just wanted to play the biggest shows they could find, and we weren't even a good band. So I was like, you need to play shows to get shows.
Yeah.
But every show that come up, our manager, who was the guitarist's dad, would be like, it's not good enough for us. And I'm like, bitch, we're not good enough for that. Like, we've got to play shows. So I was just like, you know what, you're just wasting my time if I'm in a band and I'm not actually playing shows. And then with making music, they were trying to get us to choose from like catalogues because they were with a company.
Okay.
So instead of us writing our own music, they wanted us to go through their own music and choose it from there. And I was like, I'm not in a band for this.
Yeah.
Like, I want to make
like to pay
music
covers
and play
of
music,
okay.
not to just band practice once a week and then, do nothing or then go to the studio and literally not be happy with anything we've done because it's not our own.
So was it like a professional thing? Like was it your job for a while?
Oh, I didn't make money off it. It
No.
was through like an agency the band was, but it was just like my kind of spare time thing.
Wait, so you had like a manager and he was like, these shows aren't big enough for you and everything, but there was no money in it?
Pretty much, yeah.
So you have all the bad things about like it
All
being
the
a
bad
professional
things
things,
being
but
in a
not
band.
actually making any money from it?
Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
It was. I got so over it, and I was like, you know what? This is just being worse than what I thought it was going to be.
Because I guess dealing with all that business stuff, like if you were making money and it was a career, you're like, well, at least I'm passionate about music.
Exactly.
There's some bad things, but I can sustain myself with this. You didn't, okay.
No, it was just all of the crap
without any of the
else.
upside. Yeah. That makes sense that you got out of that.
Yeah, and then just with like, I just used to see a lady and I've been seeing her since I was a child, and I just used to sing with her heaps, and she was getting me gigs, but being an adult takes over, I guess, and now I work almost 7 days a week, so I don't really have the time for myself to do that anymore.
Do you have any plans for the future? Like you have your 2 jobs now. Is there like a career you're pursuing, or?
I would really like to hope that my mum and I have talked about, because we both love working with children and disabled children. Like I was in childcare for a long time before I'm doing what I'm doing now. So we would really like to run our own business and like have a family kind of daycare scenario kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably won't end up doing it with my mum because she's really flaky, but
it can be really difficult having a business, like a family business.
Yeah.
Then like,
Because I know she's passionate and we've talked about it, but at the same time I'm like, Mum, are you really going to do it? Or is it just going to be like, you lead me on, and then in the end I'm just going to be like, you know what? Nah.
I don't think I'd ever start a business with my family, because like, and business comes into it, and like business decisions aren't always like good if your employees or partners are your family. I'd never do it. I think it's a slippery slope.
I used to work at a restaurant with my dad.
Yeah.
It got weird sometimes. Like, men would go up and ask for my number and stuff, and he'll be like, "That's my daughter," and then they'd like take them away, and then they like would be like, I wouldn't be able to serve them for the rest of the night because Dad's like, "That man there," and I'd be like, "Oh, oopsies."
If it was like, was it his restaurant? Like, was it his?
No,
business?
it wasn't even his restaurant. He was just the barman, and I was just the.
So as I say, like, it's good for business. Like, if they keep buying drinks and stuff like that, and, and socializing with the bartender, like it's a big part.
I think he was studying then, so he got me a job when he was. I think that was back when I was still in high school.
Still in high school. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I can understand the protectiveness at that point.
It was so funny. And then he would like tell me about it too, and I'd see like the man that did it, and I'd just feel so weird about it. And I was like, I'm just a child.
I haven't had any problems like that at the customer service jobs I've worked.
No.
Worked a lot of front-facing customer service, but you don't get the people hitting on you as a guy as much, I don't think.
No, yeah.
But I'm really happy I'm not in a customer service position now. It kind of sucks.
Yeah. What were you like kind of doing?
Well, I worked a lot of like retail jobs. Well, between hitchhiking trips before I started filming I'd sell outdoor gear, which I actually liked because most of my job was me just talking about like outdoor gear with people.
Yeah.
And I didn't have commission or anything, so it wasn't like sales driven. It was kind of knowledge driven, just like find the right thing for them. So that wasn't too bad, but you deal with a lot of not the nicest people all the time.
Yes, you are correct. My other job, it's weird. I went in, pretty much got a piercing apprenticeship, so like stab people for a living, and then it like turned into like a real retail-based job that I didn't go in thinking that it would be. I've realised that, especially if you're providing a service, people can be so horrible.
Yeah.
So horrible. I'm really enjoying the piercing side of it, but I'm like the retail side, I'm like, am I gonna last here? Because we pierce, we have so many like, not rules but policies set in place by the company.
Okay, yeah.
And I mean, they're not laws, but if we didn't follow them, we would literally lose our job and be in a lot of trouble.
Okay.
So
what type of nitpicky policies are we talking?
They would be like ages that we can pierce,
okay,
do certain piercings at, what type of ID we need to see and all that kind of stuff.
Is there a different age for a different type of piercing?
Yeah, so pretty much, I hate that we do this, but from 6 months up, we do earlobes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
6 months?
I hate doing babies' ears, and it's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
But then we've just changed it now because we had so many people coming in and getting angry because they wanted their, 10 and 11-year-olds to get their, second earrings done. And we'll just be like, no, the age is 13, sorry, go find somewhere else to do it. Which usually most people can. But we've just had to change it back to 10 now because we were sending so many people away and so many people were getting angry because we weren't piercing their children's ears. And I'm just like, I don't want to pierce your tiny child's ears for the second time. Yeah, so there's
that is kind of weird dealing with, piercing children. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's really full on. Piercing in general is full on. I had a girl yesterday, people pass out, almost on the daily. It was a lot more extreme than what I was expecting, especially I pierce noses.
Yeah.
I only do a few piercings, and the noses is one of the big ones. I had 3 people in there yesterday. I was piercing 2 of them, and I pierced this one girl's nose. She was freaking out beforehand. I finally did it, and she was fine, and then she just started going really white. She's she's like, I don't feel too good. And I was like, all right, sit back, babe. We'll get you a drink of cordial. Because like we've got cordial, we've got lollipops, we've got everything to like give you a bit of sugar. We've got beds so you can like lay down because that's what we pierce you on. So I got to lay back and she's like, oh, I'm feeling a bit sick. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. And luckily I had one vomit bag left. And then she's sitting here while I'm about to start piercing this other dude. I've got the needle up and she's just like vomiting. And I was like, oh wow, this is not what I thought I was going to have to deal with in the last half an hour of my shift.
Oh, that's perfect.
So I had to like put everything down to pierce this guy and like calm her down and chill her out, make sure she was okay. And then this dude's like freaking out and he's like, come on and pierce me. And I'm like, I've got
a little busy, yeah.
Like the other girl that's like, I don't want her to pass out on me while I'm piercing you. And then I pierced him and he like gets all woozy and he's like, oh man. And I was like, shit, don't do this again. I don't need this again.
Well, probably being right next to some girl spewing doesn't really help you.
Oh.
Tim got a lift from... Trevor got a lift from Freshwater down here, down to the point, which was one of our fixed points. So I had to sort of walk down there and back.
Oh, police. Good, yourself? Yeah? Hitchhiking? I make a documentary on hitchhiking.
Now, and I was like, I'm glad. I was really glad. Like, it really worries me if, you know, someone starts...
Just a natural body reaction, like no matter what you do, that can just happen, I think.
Exactly, yeah. Like the amount of people that we've had. We had one guy get his nose pierced and walk out and fall to the floor, like after just walking out of the studio.
Yeah.
And so like all these people see him fall and he almost smacked his head on the ground and it's just like, it's so scary. And then here's me and like the other guy working with Jake, who's smaller than me.
Yeah.
And we had to try to pick up this guy that was like probably double the size of Jake. And so it was just like, it gets funny. It's full on.
Have you pierced yourself?
I haven't.
No?
I've tried to pierce my ears before when I was younger, but I tried to use a needle that was too small, so it didn't work.
Okay.
But no, not since I've been in the job. I haven't pierced myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many piercings do you have? It's quite a few.
I do have quite a few. I've taken a few out too. Like like I said, horrible marks in my cheeks. I got those done last Tuesday. Yeah. Just because one of the girls needed to train in them, and I was like, yeah, just use my face. And so she did them, and I was like, yeah, I think I'll like them, I'll keep them. I ended up taking them out 3 days later because I was so painful and annoying. It was just horrible.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt really bad, but I was like, yeah, they were shit.
And what's the worst piercing?
Those two. Probably the worst piercing I have done was my nipples. They are horrible. And I took mine out because they were pierced really bad in the first place, and then I started to realise how badly they were pierced. As I was becoming a piercer, I was like, they should not look like that.
Yeah.
So then I took them out, and I'm like trying to decide if I want to get them redone again. And I'm like, yeah, probably not. Maybe it
wasn't a fun experience?
No. And some people come in and tell me, like girls, they'll come in and be like, yeah, my nipples done, it didn't even hurt. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you are lying. But like everyone's different, hey. Everyone
no, for
thinks
sure.
that like these ones up on my like nose bridge really hurt, but they were literally the least painful thing that I've had done. But everyone looks at me and goes, and I'm like, yeah, no, it was pretty chill. I mean, getting all, like I got this lip one done at the same time I got these two done, so it was a pretty full-on experience in the one sitting.
Yeah, you said that was just last week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have like a lot of ones that you've taken out and they've healed back over?
I've had a few on my nose back from when I was like way younger.
Yeah.
No, I think I pretty much got all of them in, apart from like these two here on my nose, my nipples. Yeah. I've kept everything in.
I don't have any piercings. I wonder if I'd get any. I don't think I would.
You don't think you would?
Not that I have anything against piercings. I'm just like, I don't know if I would. If I think they'd look good on me. Yeah.
Like don't know why I like them so much. Like, it hurts to get them done.
Yeah.
And they, like, hurt to heal. But I don't know.
No, I think they're interesting. When I see them on someone else, I'm like, oh, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, for me, I don't know if I get them.
Do you mind if I answer that?
Yeah, go for it. Nice.
I'll be home about around 10 minutes. I stayed back today.
What did you say you were doing? You're going for a swim?
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
I went for a swim with my client, and then I met his mum at Erina at the shopping centre.
Yeah.
And he got a haircut, and she just had to do some things. And she's got 2 twin babies as well. So she's got Max, who's special needs, who's 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's got 2 twin babies who were born 2 months early.
Okay.
And they're about 3 months now. They finally look about the size of a newborn baby.
Wow.
So she's got them too, and then she's got another daughter who's 6.
Okay.
And then her husband's disabled as well.
Okay.
He ended up paralysed from the hips down after a surfing accident a few years back. So I just help her out, and I just went and helped her get that haircut with Max.
Yeah. Did you know them and you started doing that from that, or is it from
no,
like
I didn't know them prior. I had another client that I was working with who used to go to my mum's childcare centre, and then a girl that was looking after him didn't have enough time anymore, and so she messaged me and was like, hey, do you have time to do this? And then I was like, yeah, I do actually. And so I started looking after him, and then people heard that I was looking after him, and I had like people messaging me being like, hey, do you want to help me out?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, why not? And then yeah, Rach messaged me and she was like, so if you could have him a couple of days a week for a few hours, that would be great. And I was like, I can do that. It breaks up. I don't have to, have a job where I work constantly at the one place. So I get to break it up a bit. I get to get some of my childcare stuff in.
Yeah.
I just had to get out of childcare
And
for a bit.
is all of that private, or is like when people pay, can that be through like government funding and stuff for people who are disabled and stuff?
Max gets funded. I don't know how much funding he gets, but I do it through like a website.
Oh, okay.
There's so many different places around here that you can go through, but I just go through this website that's like you pretty much sign up online, and
People can find you through that,
you're approved, and people can just message you and be like, people put their own ads up, like
looking for someone.
looking for people, and be like, can you help my daughter out?
Okay.
She's got special needs, so you can message them and be like, yeah, I'm available for that.
Okay.
Yeah, I've pretty much been busy with Max and my other job, so I haven't had to do that.
Yeah. Do you need like many like courses and certifications and stuff like that, or is it?
With the one I went through, you're really lucky and you didn't need to, as long as you have your first aid, which I've had for years. I renew it every years. And I think having my Cert 3 in childcare helped. That's pretty much the only qualifications I've got. I am going to do my diploma in disability care or something like that soon, just because it will come in handy in case they start asking for it. But yeah, I think the experience that I've already had got me a bit lucky. Because my family's always been doing stuff like this. My mum had this one little girl that she helped care for back when I was a kid who was disabled, and just followed on.
it's like 15 minutes or something like that.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, it's been really good. The longest has only been, what? I've met people that have hitchhiked and they've gone 3 days without a lift. Like, you can't. Carrying like 5 liters of water and stuff like that. I think the longest I had was like 3 hours. Even in like the most desolate places, it was. I don't know if it was lucky or if it's better than people say it is, but.
I honestly think you might have got lucky.
Yeah.
The amount of people that I know that would pick up hitchhikers around here, but I know my dad's done it a few times. People look pretty scared. Like, usually I wouldn't think to. A lot of the time, though, the amount of hitchhikers, especially the ones you see around the Central Coast or around this area, aren't
rough around the edges.
Like you, actually looking to go somewhere and, you know, doing something for a reason. It will just be someone. Being a an old hitchhiking era.
Camera stuff, just filming what it's like to hitchhike in the modern day and age. Canada. Yeah. West Coast near Vancouver. But yeah, depending where you're at, like if I ran into another hitchhiker in Europe, quite often it was someone more like myself that's like out on some kind of adventure trying to get somewhere. They like the process of it and the adventure of it. In the United States, if I ran into other people, quite often it was they were hitchhiking out of need, necessity.
Yeah, that I would say is like a lot of people around here too.
Yeah. And then I just didn't run into anyone in Japan, I don't think. Fiji, everyone hitchhikes in Fiji though. The locals, like, if we're just driving down the road, someone picks me up and you'll just see like a bunch of people standing in random spots of the road and they just go like this to flag down cars, not the thumb, just flag their hand like that. So that was the fastest hitchhiking I've ever done, was in Fiji, because everyone would stop. And some people would stop and it's kind of like you're expected to pay like the local rate for the bus to get from A to B.
Oh, yeah.
So you just kind of chip in for gas a little bit. It's not much, it's like $1.
It's fair enough.
Yeah, no, it's fair enough. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's not true. I ran into one other hitchhiker in Japan, and he was filming it as well. But he was broadcasting it to a Japanese website.
Cool, so they were Japanese?
Yeah.
Awesome.
What interests you about Japan?
I just want to experience it. Like, just from the things I've seen. I really do want to go to, I can't even remember what the forest is called. The suicide forest. You know, it's just, I've watched a heap of documentaries on that. I'm into that kind of stuff. I don't know why. But yeah, that's an interest. That's something I definitely want to go visit. Or, you know, learn more about from the actual source, not just, you know. Yeah, I think just the culture too. I just want to go and experience everything. So just all the videos I've watched, everything's new. Like the hustle and bustle is crazy from the cities, and then it can just be so quiet.
there's a big contrast between the city life and the smaller places. There's a ton of beautiful natural places as well. When people think of Japan, they quite often think of just like the metropolis as the cities, like the sprawling city grids. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and you quite often don't have to get too far out of a city to find some really nice forests or mountains or anything like that. It's quite interesting. But yeah, went through some places I didn't expect to go to. On my way back down to Tokyo, I ended up going through like the Fukushima Daiichi like radiation exclusion zone and stuff like that from the earthquake and tsunami from 2011 or something like that, which was very weird to see. Like I went through towns that were just completely, they don't exist anymore. And then driving, there's a few towns that were just abandoned. They weren't destroyed from the tsunami like the other ones were, but they look like normal towns, but it's all overgrown because you're not even allowed to even stop your car through there. You roll your windows up and you drive through it and you're not allowed to stop. Yeah. You're only allowed to drive through it, but no stopping. No one lives there. It's all overgrown now, like these, what would look like normal modern businesses with like smashed windows and like plants growing through them and stuff like that after being abandoned for 8 years. It's kind of crazy to see. An abandoned island or something? That had like a resort on it or like a... Yeah, like just a little community or something and people just lived there and then it just ended up being abandoned or something. Yeah. Found that really cool. I think it was like a dude going on the trail and like go through it. Probably hard to get tough to places like abandoned islands and stuff because they wouldn't have any ferry services or anything to them anymore, unless it's chartered. But then you're paying big bucks for anything privately chartered like that. But it would be cool to check out. It's a really nice area. How far up this coastline before you'll like start to see like something like crocodiles or something like that in the waterways? Do you have to get like past Brisbane? Yeah, you've got to get a bit further. Okay. Yeah, Brisbane's probably the furthest south. Okay. When I came here, the people that watch my stuff and stuff like that, they're like, Trevor, what are you doing in Australia? They got snakes, they got spiders, they got crocodiles. You're gonna get eaten and stung and bitten. That scary. I mean, after finding out the amount of stuff we do have compared to people, like you will literally just be walking there and a snake will just like go on past you. But like crocodiles, not around here. Yeah. And the amount of crocodile deaths is real. It's not many. Most people are smart enough. Same with snakes and spider bites. It's uncommon for someone to actually die from them. You'll get bites here and there, but yeah, the amount of spider bites I got around here, it's like a daily occurrence kind of thing. Like, but you know, most Australians now are smart enough and quick enough to be like, oh, quick, yep, let's get that sorted. Yeah. Like, if you see a spider and it bites you, remember what colour it is, and you should be sweet. Like, and then if it has any specific markings, you know, I'll find any venom for you. Yeah. Like if a snake bite kind of thing. So yeah, like I sleep in a tent in the bush and stuff like that, so I would be at risk, although it's the winter, so things are a lot less active. You're a lot safer in the winter, definitely, yeah. Probably biggest concern would just be like, I never know, just a little marsupials and stuff, like just come and steal you. I had